All right, little Timmy, you rat bastard. Let's go catch some dinner for Ma. Why is Mom fishing with us, Dad? I like her better than you. Shut the hell up, Timmy. I like her better than you too. I got you guys lowered down because it's pretty windy, and this tripod from Temu was blowing side to side. It's not actually from Temu, but it's a convenient little tripod that goes up and down, but it's not the most stable, so I didn't want to break my phone. But what is going on, you dirty old stash crabs? It's me, and it is Jordan, and it is a lake that we rarely fish on the main lake, but we usually fish that cove over there, and there's some pretty good sized crappies. We got a chance at some big ones. It's crappie week. Did I say it's crappie week? Kind of like shark week, except crappies instead of sharks. But yeah, we got a chance at some big ones, some good sized eaters, and some tiny ones to try to use as bait for muskies. The odds of a muskie happening is low, but it's worth putting the bait out if we can. Gonna try to limit on some crappies. I don't have any fish in the freezer, and yeah, crappies are pretty tasty, little succulent, black speckled morsels that I would love to fry up and turn into a turd. So yeah, come along with us and see if we can find them. I'd imagine they're swimming around this basin somewhere, and we got 2 scopes to try to find them. Come along with us, see if we can do it. Stuff things. Look at that, that's a Nebraska ice heave. It's about as much as we get. Actually, a lake we fished the other day had a heave, but heaves aren't too common in Nebraska. I don't even know where heaves come from, but something about Nebraska waters. Nebraska waters. We don't get a lot of heaves. I'll let you know when you find the craps. Start stacking them up. Got my electric fillet knife, so don't gotta do it at home on trash day. I guess trash day isn't as important in the winter because it's cold and your stuff doesn't rot and turn into maggots, but today is Friday. Today's trash day, so most of the time I don't keep fish on Fridays. Most of the time I don't keep fish at all, but definitely don't keep them on Fridays because I don't want their little bodies rotting in the trash making maggots. Anyway, enough about trash and bodies and maggots. Let's find some craps. And stuff. There is one. Looks like more of the bait variety though. We're gonna let the first one go too because it's not really looking all that good. He'd be perfect for a muskie, but I haven't seen any muskies, mainly just marked bluegills, and we've drilled holes almost across the whole lake. And yeah, just kind of a ghost town. Maybe they're up in the cove, maybe they're not. Right species, wrong size for eating. There's no length limits here. It looks tiny compared to the ones I've been catching, but we'll throw him in little Timmy. Might not wreck him, but I don't know. I got some good stuff going on my screen. Not good enough to record on live scope. It's a 10-inch fish nugget right there. White crappie, maybe a hybrid even. It was kind of funny. Jig head with a minnow head. They're charging it. I don't know if they're gonna stick around. Another one. Good enough? You know, everyone was like, why did you keep the ones in the last video? First of all, I couldn't. Second of all, I wouldn't. Those are big adult fish with good genes. These are perfect eaters. You know, a little bit bigger would be fine. 12, 13-inch max, but 14's too big to keep in my opinion. Alright, hopefully we can keep her going. There's just a group of them. I wish I was recording on live scope for you guys, but it's been hit or miss. I find something good, I'll record on my scope, but for now you can kind of just look at the screen, you know. A couple good ones though. See if we can pile them up for a fish fry in the driveway with neighbors or something. But basically, big ass brush pile. All those fish scooted out of that brush pile for some reason. I have no idea where they were going or where they went, but I hope they come back. I hope they come back. Got one in this hole next to me. Fancy. Sneaky. Kind of small. But we're going to add them to the pile. Wonder if Jordan's finding anything over there. Should probably holler at him, but I don't know if it's good enough to holler about. Nicotine minnows. What should I cook these crappies into? I know Murray just did some egg rolls. They look pretty good. I don't know if I have the culinary expertise for an egg roll. Expertise? I'm not sure. I wish I would have turned the camera though at that other hole so you guys could see me catch out of a hole next door, but I mean, I can just tell you that I caught one out of the hole next door as well. Been a little while. And Schmedium homie Nathan joined us. You haven't seen the video yet on my channel, but we've been running into Schmedium homie Nathan every now and again and getting a mess of crappies, even though Jordan's kind of been doing a little bit better than I have. I've been getting a few here and there. They just aren't really wanting to bite. Switched to the old dildo lure. Remembers the dildo lure from a couple years ago? Stupid little red thing that looks like a dildo that Jordan has, and they work pretty good. They work pretty good. That one liked it anyway. That one liked it anyway. See if we can get a few more if I could. Head up to the ramp, do some cleaning. Head to the home, do some cooking. First catch and cook of the year that's not a carp. But it kind of rhymes with carp and uses the same letters as carp, so it's almost the same thing. Except they taste better. And there's less bones. And stuff. I got something giant. Muskie? I don't know if I'm gonna get him in though. He's in the tree. He went in the tree.
Oh, no.
Did you hear that run?
No, I was peeing.
It was just dumping line. Where'd Nathan go? It was huge.
Shoot.
It was giant. I bet it was like a 5-pound bass, is my guess. I don't think it was big enough to be a muskie. Had this jig head for like 10 years. Apparently not anymore.
I hate when that happens.
He went right for it too. Oh, it lives on. Well, shoot. That thing was peeling.
Right here, that was coming down there.
Dumping line. Alright, well that's about as good of a sign as any. Nothing too earth-shattering. I wish I would have caught that. That would have been a nice climax end cap to the fishing portion of this video. And honestly, this wouldn't become a video if I wasn't doing a catch and cook. So we got some good ones. A couple 10, 11, 12s. Yeah. That one hurt. I really wanted to catch him. We didn't catch anything big today, and that was pretty big. But yeah, what can you do? Sitting right by a brush pile, sometimes that happens. See you at the ramp cleaning them or at home cooking them. Don't want my damn camera to blow away trying to clean them, but yeah, we'll see. Might do a little time lapse or something and stuff. Alrighty, got 8 total. Gonna clean one on camera, clean the rest off camera. And yeah, for the 40th time, 0.5 is amazing. The camera doesn't even look like it's anywhere close to where it's supposed to be. It's not.
Well, do you want your head in it?
No.
Okay, then you're good.
Oh, okay, cool. 0.5's crazy, man. Camera looks like it's pointing at the lake.
Wide angle.
Biggest one, black crappie from Jordan. Still kicking. Should have bled him out. Was the black crappie?
Yeah.
I think the other little one's yours. Definitely should have bled him out, but they just didn't really want to play today. Screwed it up. Off to a hot start. You know, some days you're doing good things, Jordan. Some days you're doing bad things. Some days you're slamming crap. Sometimes you're dropping your fillets in the dirt, but we're gonna make the most of it. Needless to say, these are gonna need a good rinsing when I get home. Does that look appetizing? A little salad with your meat. Alright, gotta do that 8 more times after I fix this debacle, but that shouldn't be too hard. Crisis averted, but those are definitely 2 of the shittiest fillets I've ever seen in my life. But they'll eat. And stuff. Hi. Welcome back to the kitchen, you dirty old stash stains. Fishing wasn't the best, but we did get a pile of the crappies. I got a gallon. I think that's a gallon. Who really cares? Big ass jug of Frank's Red Hot. Trimmed these up, got rid of some of the little bones and the fat and stuff, and put them into strips. And we're gonna make a crappie pizza. Pesto, Alfredo, fresh mozzarella, some other things I'll show you eventually. But first, gotta get those soaking for an hour. In you go, crappies. Don't need a lot, just enough to cover them. It's honestly probably too much. Roll it up like a bag of you-know-what and throw it in the fridge. Alrighty, been roughly an hour. Now we gotta get out our Cajun shore lunch. You can leave these in longer than an hour if you want to make it really spicy. An hour is the perfect amount for me. If you got kids and they don't like spicy stuff, you can always do a little bit of flour mixed in with the shore lunch. I used to take the time to pat these dry, but I don't really worry about it anymore. Give them a little jangle though. A little jingle jangle, a little shake, a little jerk. And give the whole bag a jerk. Alright, a little extra step is I like laying them out on some parchment paper on a tray and putting them in the fridge for like 30 minutes. I want all that powder to kind of adhere. Look at me using big words. Is that even, am I even using it right? I don't know. I want it all to stick so it doesn't fall off and float in the pan. Alright, only got some vegetable oil, unfortunately. I also need 2 hands to open it. Into the pan you go. Prefer peanut. But vegetable oil works. Crank that like weighed fishes. Alright, let's give her an old oil test. Start with a small one. I usually start with a tester piece. Yeah, should be good. Looking for the bubbles, and we got bubbles. Prefer a little more bubbles, but there is in fact bubbles. Fill this pan a couple times, and then moving on to the pizza portion. What fish should I catch and cook next? I'm just kidding. I already know which fish you guys want me to catch and cook next, and I'll do it. We did a carp this year. Doing a crappie. Done some walleye stuff with Murray. Next up's gonna be a catfish, but let's finish this one first. Alright, crappie is done. Turned out phenomenal. Nice and crispy, not overly cooked. Honestly, one of the better fry jobs I've done in a pan on camera for sure, maybe ever. Now we gotta whip up some pizzas. Olive oil spray. This brand has a garlic one that's better, but I used it all up. You can also get pre-made pizza crusts. I think that's what they're called. But these roasted garlic naan breads are the deal. Alright, this is what's going in our sauce. Creamy Alfredo, some pesto, and some minced garlic. Throw a little butter in there too, because butter's good. A little more pesto. Alright, gotta spread it. Hopefully it's enough. Looks like it should be pretty good. I don't really like my pizza too saucy. Just to moisten it, lube it up. Don't want it to be dry, but don't want it to be sloppy either. Fresh mozzarella, lower moisture, better bacon. Pre-sliced. Trying to cut fresh mozzarella can be kind of a pain in the ass, so pre-sliced it is, even though I wish they cut them a little thinner. Now that I think about it, why the hell am I making 2 of them? I'm pretty hungry, I guess. We'll see. Might be able to smash both. Take a few crappie chunks. Debated putting these on afterwards because they're already cooked, but I'm gonna try with them on in the oven. Did you guys hear that crunch? Mild banana pepper rings. For a little kick, but not too much. Tomato basil feta. Parmesan cheese. Crushed red pep. And oregano. Alrighty. There's the pre-oven finished product. Let's get them cooking. Oven ain't quite the temp, but it's good enough. It's at 330 going to 400. In you go. Alright, 10 minutes in, we got some melted cheese. Gonna switch it to broil. I learned from my buddy Charlie's mom that whenever you do broil, just leave it open. Otherwise you're gonna burn shit. Keep an eye on it. Crisp up the top and we're ready to rip. Oakley dokley do. The finished product. Maybe the first ever flatbread crappie pizza. Probably not though. Alright, I'm starving. Didn't eat breakfast. Let's See how this is looking. Crust is nice and crunchy. The center's kind of floppy, but it's kind of how it goes with these things. It's hot. I lost a piece of crappie. I was a little worried about the crappie tasting like overcooked and being too floppy because it was already cooked before I put it on the pizza, but it's not bad. Nice crunch. The broil helped. Got some color on the cheese. It's so good. You have one bite? One steamy bite? Is it better than the smoked carp? I don't know. The smoked carp is pretty good. This is good, but to be honest with you, the crappie is kind of the worst part of the whole thing. I think it'd be better without it. But it really doesn't take away from it, so all in all, I gave it a, 8 out of 10? 8 out of 10 is pretty respectable. Well, whoever made it to the end, thanks for watching to the end. The fishing wasn't the best, but yeah. The crappy pizza made up for it. To me, anyway. But yeah, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment tomorrow. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Leave a... You know the drill. The real ones are already doing that. I don't even know why I say it anymore. But tomorrow I'm just going to go fishing. I'm going to go fish at a lake with Old Clinton. And we're going to go for a lot of species. And crappie week's pretty much over. I'm going to try to work them in, though. If I can find some schools, a big one. So I might do another crappie catch and cook or something. Has anyone ever smoked a crappie? I'm kind of addicted to this smoker now. The smoker's awesome. But yeah. Thanks for watching. See you later. Definitely things. Bye-bye.